Welcome to sketchbook number 4. Let's jump right into it. I started this in July of 2020 and we've got our first Pinterest study, just straight up. I'm still struggling a lot with like digital art, so we're not over that. And again, my Copic page. Started every sketchbook with that. Got some guy saying hi. I like her. She looks really nice. On a pink post-it note. A picture someone took at a party I was at. And some glitter paint. Pressed flowers. There was this one week I was obsessed with this game. I think it's called Sky Children of Light. I played it for a week straight, did nothing else, and then I just stopped. I drew these with, I think, Posca paint markers, and I really liked the effect. It's a shame the spine kind of cracked. And we've got some BTS. I think this Hobie looks really good here. This is watercolor, also with Poscas. Again, I think I tried to do some character design. Oh my, this is when me and a bunch of friends, we went camping. Mind you, we were all like 16, 17 years old, so that it was the trashiest teenage camping you could ever imagine. And our lifesaver was this microwave thingy someone brought. We've got again some portrait studies. None of us thought of bringing like flashlights or something, because this was like an official camping ground thing. But luckily I remembered how to make these like can and oil candles from one of those survival videos for surviving in the wild. So, and we actually used them because, you know, no one wanted to sacrifice their phone as a light. Yeah, here we got these two dumbasses. She burned her forehead on a gas stove, on a camping gas stove, and we cooled that burn with like a pack of vegan butter because we had nothing else. And it was hilarious. Like I said, the trashiest teenage camping you've ever heard of.
Oh yeah, right next to us. There were these 4 guys also on like a camping trip. They were like our age, and we started sharing supplies, because of course we were absolutely not underprepared. We had like bowls and shit, but none of us brought any other cooking supplies. And these guys had pots. And I think a pan even, I'm not sure. So of course, we very quickly started to get friendly with them. And we also helped them out with something, but I don't remember what that was. Yeah, these were a goofy bunch. This guy was trying to rizz up the only 2 girls that had their boyfriends with them, which was fucking hilarious to watch. This guy, I actually had a really deep conversation with him one evening about how he's an immigrant and what he was planning to do with his life. This guy said nothing. The entire, I think it was half a week, not a word from him. I think he introduced himself once. This guy was like the clown of the group. This is also him. At one point, he put on these really goofy sunglasses and his towel. And he just ran around like that for like half a day. And he looked fucking hilarious.
We've got some Itzy over here. I think this is Not Shy. And me trying to do TikTok trends that never ended up anywhere. And we're still in my Untamed phase. Here I tried to illustrate the difference between the drama version and the manhwa, which is just in the manhwa he's just built different. And it looks hilarious in some panels. And of course some bunnies. This one I think in particular is really, really cute. Here, this reference was also drawn with like ink wash, and I specifically tried to replicate that right here, and I think this looks really, really good. And here I just copied that I ripped out from somewhere. Ooh, if you were into K-pop back then, you know this. You so definitely know this. There was no way getting around this. This is like the dolphin dance song. That kind of turned into a meme. You can't escape it. Not even in 2025. This is also, I think this is one of my favorite pages. Like, it just looks so good. This is also done with watercolor. I just took screenshots and painted them. Just more Pinterest references. And I again tried myself at Inktober or Mindtober by this artist on Instagram, I think. And let's see how far I got. Okay. I managed 2 days. Nice job. And here, again, this was 2020, which means peak Corona. And that, of course, means Among Us. I think I was playing Among Us with a few friends online while painting Barbara from Genshin. But for the love of God, could not remember the map. I was so confused all the time. I did not know who was where and where was what. So I started, writing it down during the game, and it helped a lot actually. So that's why that is right here. Oh, and over here we've got like a really cool effect I did. Used this painted on these plastic sheets. I think I used again Posca. This is also referenced from something else, so. Oh yeah, I bought some Avengers stickers. So I drew Iron Man because he's also red and this sticker was red, and Ah yes, the random character generators. Also, I never touched these characters again. I think I drew him one more time. But him, never again. I think these like portraits right here, they're pretty not that bad. Oh yeah, here I drew my two friends during class, as you can tell, very obviously, during Corona. Also, my Genshin face. And also, my BTS face still. Here I tried to draw V. This was my first try at digital art. He looks fucking terrifying. So I tried again, and this one actually looks kind of alright, but oh god, look at him. Oh god, he No, I'm not taking custody of him. This was when we had like landscapes in like art class, and this looks really muddy. Like landscapes are really hard to draw. More Genshins, like a self-insert OC traveler character. And my grandma actually brought me this article where like someone painted Scarlett Johansson and a dog as the girl with the pearl earring, because she was like, my granddaughter likes art. This is art. This is funny. I'm gonna show this to my granddaughter, which I thought was very cute. And I cut out the pictures and just like redrew them. I feel like this is funny, kind of at least. And I still had this like weird empty space right here, and I was like, what should I draw? And my friends were like, draw us. So they were like sitting in my room. So I drew them, and I think, yeah, she actually drew this for me on the next page. Woohoo! And because I didn't know what to add to that, I copied her. Sometimes I'm just not very creative. Here I tried to like design my own The Untamed merch, because there was like no fucking merch. Of course this never happened. But I still kind of like the idea. I just thought, kind of like putting the headband in front and the clan logo in the back. Here we just have a page of things. This is a really good webtoon. The God of High School. I ate that shit up back then. These are like the main characters. I recommend that webtoon. It is finished as of now. Oh yeah, and some 19 Days fan art. Very cute. And here we have again like portrait studies. I like how the neon orange, it really pops off the page. Some portraits. Again, the dude from the character generator challenge. These ones did not turn out that as good, so I just left them behind. Oh, here I had to buy Goethe Faust for my German class. No comment on that book. Yeah. And I bleached the fuck out of my hair. Back then I used to have really long hair. The bleaching turned out kind of fine, but then I tried to tone it because it was just so yellow, and that did not work out. But I ran around with neon bright yellow hair for like 2 days, which was really embarrassing for like 16-year-old me. More portraits. Another character that I never touched again. Here we have some more Genshin. Also me trying to figure out how to draw digitally. Why does his hair look like that? Still very impressed by this. This had to be a piece of work. I also think, I'm pretty sure I took like the screenshot, the reference for this myself, because I saw this quote online and I was like, wow, that's so cool. But I did not like the background picture they chose for it, so I was like, I'm gonna do one myself. Oh, and this page is also really fun. This is I think also a TikToker who does poses, specifically reference poses for artists and stuff, and he did a video where he's just jumping. I like what I did with putting this one in the foreground, painting the other ones orange. I like this. Some hand studies. Oh, one of the rare pages where I actually try to do an original piece. I still like this. It still looks pretty good. Although I almost like this sketch better than like the final version. And we've got an almost empty page. Again, playing Among Us. Okay, here I drew like a suit and inserted almost everyone's heads. I use this like as a digital exercise, trying to get better at digital art. And I think these look so goofy. It's like the faces being oddly realistic compared to the suit. And I also gave up after like 4 people. Here we have an elf based on this tea. And some more Pinterest references. Even more of that. And I think I also actually designed this piece myself, which I feel like you can tell because it's very 2-dimensional. More TikTok drawing challenges. And my first 5-star Genshin character.
My first ever 5-star was actually like the standard 5-star weapon, the like book, which of course was very disappointing. Also, fun fact, I was a Barbara main for like early game, and also I used Lisa a lot. I just electrocuted the shit out of everything. And thanks to that 5-star weapon I put on Barbara, my Barbara did since it was so early game, she did a fuck ton of physical damage, which is fucking ridiculous. And I felt like afterwards, I felt like I was in one of those Genshin crack videos, like building physical Barbara. I did not know what I was doing in Genshin early game, but it worked.
More studies. And more BTS. We've got V right here. And this magazine cover. Whatever this is. And this is, I think this was like the Jimin ballet performance. I really like the silhouettes of like the dance he did, because they were so like distinct. And I think these turned out really nice. I think the proportions look pretty good. Here we have a background study in turquoise. I think I did this with either with watercolor or with ink. I'm not sure. These are also some Pinterest references. Now I think this is original, but I very quickly realized this would be way too hard to get it to look good. So I just put down the idea and just moved on. Got a sticker of Hermione that I copied, and some of these one-line faces you do without picking up the pencil. We do not support J.K. Rowling in this house. She is a TERF. Here we have a little fairy sticker that I found somewhere in my room, and I kind of painted her. Although she turned out kind of scary, low-key. She looks kind of scary. A page of really boring stuff. Oop. A collage. I think this is actually the first collage I don't like. I think this looks weird. I think I was originally planning on like burning this page, but then I was like, you know what? I could just glue shit onto it. Maybe I should have went with burning. This is like a screenshot my friend sent me from like one of these games where you can like create a super detailed character in the beginning. And I drew the guy because I thought his outfit was very fun. Whew. Okay, she looks really good. Like, wow. This page is also done with these like brush pens. I really like to use those back in the day. Wait, let me. These ones, like from Pentel. Yep. You can tell how I got really lazy with the hair. Ooh, and it's the first time ever I tried to do like a meet the artist page. Like this is very accurate Corona core, like just sitting around at home all day. And another collage. This one's actually really pretty, I think. Like the whole spread, very aesthetic. Also, look at that. I can't believe I had the patience to cut out these plants and stuff. And we are also almost done. Yeah. And I was like so ready to close this book for good. Got some candy wrappers. Oh yes, this is like my second try at drawing V digitally, which turned out a lot better. For some reason, I printed out four versions of him. Don't ask me why. Okay, so at least this one's the line art, but like I think I just couldn't pick a background color. That's probably it. I really like that I did like purple line art though. Anyways, I finished this on the 8th of March 2021. It took me 7 months and 9 days, and this is the sketchbook. Alright, the end.